Were you here when we had that horrible mess the other day?
I don't think so.
Well, one of them, what are they called? Them ground crawlers.
Rats?
That's it, rats. One of them rats got into the pipes. Whoop! Got sucked right into the engine.
Whoa. That doesn't sound good.
Light, what a bloody mess. Literally. Guts, bones, hair, blood everywhere had to shut things down. And it was us who had to clean it. Engineers wouldn't touch it, said their hands are too valuable. I guess ours aren't.
It's a soldier's lot, isn't it? We do the grunt work. That's how it goes.
Well, I guess they think cleaning out rat guts is more important than us keeping watch and protecting them engineers in there.
Guess so.
So we meet again, Azadi. Prepare your blade for battle.
Goddess, it's late, boy. You should be in bed.
So should you. What you doing now? Chasing rats?
The boy appears genuinely interested. I've been told this is rare in children. Yes, that's exactly what I'm doing.
Are you that hungry? Rats taste like sewage. Trust me, you're better off eating table scraps.
I'm not eating the rat. I need it for... It's work-related. It is.
Okay. Well, don't let me keep you from your rats.
Are you just going to sit there?
It's not every night I get a chance to watch you catch a rat.
Fair point. I won't say no to a tasty bit of yam.
You should get on with it. The evensong's potent, but he will wake up before the night's over.
Delicious. Before our arrival, the street lamps were lit with magic spells. They've been replaced with modern electricity. Ah, yams. A few weeks ago I'd never tasted yams. Now I can't get enough. I'm a budding yam aficionado. How can you not want yams? You vermin are truly beyond all hope of redemption.
You're not very good at catching rats, are you?
It's a leftover cheese and meats plate. I've dined here. The food's good. I would never have left any bits uneaten. They won't come close as long as I'm standing here.
Oh, so close! Well, not really. When are you going to do any fighting? I haven't seen any fighting for weeks.
These orbs rattle through the pipes like bullets through barrels. They're too quick.
This This is more fun than throwing pebbles at Azadi guards.
This reminds me of the story of the Teheran rat catcher. He too failed to grab the rats with his bare hands. Unfortunately, I don't remember how his story ended. Probably not well.
You're not very good at catching rats, are you?
Here's some particularly potent cheese. Filthy shadow spawn. Eat it. Eat it all. Is it breathing? I don't know. And I don't care. It's a rat, and it's not moving.
I really didn't think you would. I'm impressed. Well, that was fun. What's next?
Next, you go home and stop distracting me, or I'll tell the other street urchins you have fleas.
I have no home. You know that. I sleep in the cellar of the Rooster and Kitten.
Good. It's the safest place around. So go back to your cellar and keep your head down. If I see you again tonight...
Please, got it. I'm sleepy anyways. That's why I'm going back. Not because you're telling me to.
And don't throw
What was that sound? It was a squishy sound, sort of like...
You've got to be kidding me. Not again. Shadow damn ground crawlers.
I guess it's on us to clean up the mess.
That bloody engineer in there's not going to do it. So yeah, it's on us.
Right. Well, let's get to it. No time like the present.
It's a massive chamber of some sort. It sounds hollow, It's rumbling and there's steam coming out of it. He's one of the people who work here. I've noticed others like him entering and exiting. They're odd looking. I wonder what will happen when I push one of these knobs. Oh, that's ominous.
You're not supposed to be here. This place is for engineers only. Please leave or I'll be forced to call the guards. I have a very loud voice when I'm scared.
One sound, and you'll be standing on the slopes of the first mountain, yelling at clouds.
Goddess. No problem. I'll be quiet as a... You're from Azadir. I've seen your profile in embroideries. I never forget a nose. You're the Apostle. Apostle Alvane. You're famous.
Maybe once. Now I'm just Kian. Your turn.
My turn what?
Your name. Who are you?
Firdaus. I'm Firdaus, lead engineer.
I don't know what that means. What do you do?
Don't you know? I thought you would have known. You know, from back when you were... I'm in charge of the team that encodes the spheres that make the engine tick.
What engine?
The engine that... you know, the engine. There's only one engine. The one that encompasses the entire city. It's what all the pipes are connected to. Didn't they tell you anything when you were... you know, before you were a traitor?
Assume that I know nothing. What is this engine for?
The engine calculates. That's why they call it the calculating engine. Big numbers, complex equations. My team, we give the engine instructions about how and what to calculate. This is called coding.
I understood none of that.
You can't be here. You're a fugitive, and this is a restricted zone. That's like 2 things that mean you shouldn't be here, and I could probably think of more if you need me to.
I have a sword, and I'm bigger than you.
Those are 2 things that count in your favor, granted.
So what does this calculating engine do? What's its purpose?
I'm really not supposed to. Right. Bigger and sword. As I said, it calculates. I mean, it does more than that, but that's what it was built to do. Its core functionality. It adds, subtracts, multiplies numbers, big numbers, and it does things with those numbers. Like, have you ever watched the stars in the sky at night?
I'm not just a man with a sword.
Of course. And you've seen how those stars move across the sky. Using a calculating engine, we can actually track those stars and predict where they're going to be in a year from now, or a century, or where they were a century ago.
Why are you tracking stars?
Well, we're not. I mean, it's just an example. We're not actually tracking stars. I mean, sure, we could if we wanted to, but... we're tracking dreams.
Dreams?
Dreams are very complex, which is why we need a big engine with lots of ticking parts to make complex calculations and predictions.
Right, so the part about not just being a man with a sword, assume that's all I am and start over.
Yes, fine. Those pipes crisscrossing the city, they're sort of like speaking tubes, connecting 100 sage masters, each with his or her own field of specialty.
So, it's like a university?
Well, I guess. Yes. Yes, this is a good comparison. A whole city filled with clever brains. The spheres pass messages between the different masters, and between them and us. We write messages, and we interpret messages. We tell the individual brains what to think about, and then they do the thinking and report back to us. This allows us to write ever more complex messages until finally we have the code we need, the ultimate message. That one we send to the tower.
Why?
Because that's where the biggest brain of them all is located. This is the hub of the Pike network, the engine's core, its heart, the nucleus of the meta... Well, you understand. The fact is, this is the most advanced and scientific task anyone's ever taken on, and we're doing it. You should be proud.
Why are you doing it?
Well, I don't quite know. Because we can? Because no one else can? Because the Prophet told us to, and gave us the tools to do it.
So, you don't know what it's for?
I write the instructions. I'm the man in the middle. Someone tells me what they need, and I tell the engine how to compute the answer. This is my job.
Who knows what the engine is for?
The Six, probably. The Prophet, certainly. Emissary Saya, I would imagine. This is above my pay grade.
Above your...
I was hired to write instructions for the engine and compute the spheres, not to ask questions. And not to answer yours either, Mir. You really should go before someone comes. We'll both be in terrible trouble. They usually check on me all the time. I wonder why they haven't.
I still don't understand. Why build all of this here in Mercuria? Why not in Sadir?
Because of the tower and what's below it. Vast eddies of, meta-energies.
Meta... Do you mean magic?
Magic? Magic? Of course not magic. This engine is the opposite of magic. It's the culmination of everything Azadir has strived for these last 100 years. An end to chaos and uncertainty. An end to superstition and irrationality. An end to magic. When the engine's fully operative and the programming complete, we won't need sorcerers or witchcraft anymore. We'll be able to do anything we want. With science. Reshape reality. Rewrite the laws of the cosmos. Remove death and disease, poverty, and warfare. The world will be run by scientists for the betterment of humanity.
What do dreams have to do with it?
The engine feeds on the building blocks of reality. Ideas, stories, dreams. Magic is highly detrimental to the system. See, sorcery causes chaos, injects uncertainties and fallacies into our calculations.
So, is that why magicals
are being relocated? We can't have them around while the engine's calculating. But as soon as we're done...
You believe they're being relocated?
Oh, yes. Yes, of course. I mean, it's what they told us. Why would they lie? It's simple. The engine isn't compatible with magic, and we don't want anyone getting hurt. There's no room for sorcery in Mercuria. The magicals are better off in their new homelands.
They're being sent to prison camps.
Re-education camps. This is true, yes, but only temporarily. This is their first stop. Afterwards, they're given passage to their new homelands, where they can...
Do you really believe that? What would the magicals be re-educated to do? Forget that they're magicals? No, Firdaus. That's not the truth. They're imprisoned. Killed. They're not given a new home.
But they told us. They said they were... They promised they'd be safe and happy and... Oh, light protect them.
So this is why we're sending all the magicals away from Mercuria? Because of the engine?
Yes. Yes. That's why. I didn't know. I didn't know. There are children.
There are.
They lied to us.
Do you need to remove all magicals before starting up this calculating engine?
It's already running. I'm not... As long as the thaumaturgical interference is below the acceptable threshold for...
Pretend that I'm a very small and possibly very stupid child.
Oh. No. No, they don't need to get rid of all of the magicals. Just enough not to disrupt our calculations. We'll be done instructing the network in a couple of days. After that, they can pull the lever whenever they want. That's the last component of the engine. The tower. The one that will start feeding on and molding the dreams. Changing the world for the better. Yeah. I believe the official ceremony is a few days from now. The emissary will be there, together with the First and the Prophet, and please don't kill me.
I'm not going to kill you. But what you're doing here is not the will of the goddess, Firdaus. Something is going on. Someone's...
Kian. I had a feeling it was you.
Mia? Goddess, what are you doing here, honey? Where are your men?
Right outside. They can be here in seconds. You, engineer, what's your name?
I threatened him. He played no part in this.
Firdaus. I'm Firdaus. You lied.
I beg your pardon?
You promised they'd be safe.
I've no idea what you're talking about.
Go, Firdaus. This is not about you. Just remember what I told you. You're not doing the work of the goddess here.
I should have realized the taking of Old Town was too easy. It was a distraction, designed to take my mind off the investigation. Commander Vamon and the emissary have been lying to me about your death. Why is that?
Because I'm a danger to them. And it's not the only thing they've lied to you about. This engine.
You betrayed us. You joined the enemy.
To stop Saya and Vamon, not to fight our people. Not to fight you.
Sister Saya is the emissary. Commander Vamon is your superior officer. They are your people.
They are traitors, Mia. They have betrayed our nation, our faith, and...
You should have come to me first, Apostle. You should have come to me. Instead, you've shamed me. You've shamed Mother Utana, the Six, the goddess, your nation. When I received word someone had been spotted entering this house, I had a feeling it was you. I entered alone for two reasons. One, as a courtesy to the Mother. It would break her heart again to hear that you perished in dishonor, fighting my guard. And two, you're living proof that Vamon has lied to me. I cannot reveal my hand to Vamon, but I also cannot let you go. You'll surrender to me now, without struggle, and you'll be brought to Sadir tonight, in secret. The courts will decide your fate. For the time being, while I sort out this mess, you'll be locked away under a false name. No one will know you're alive. When I'm ready to confront the commander and the emissary with their lies, I will reveal the truth about your survival, and you will cooperate every step of the way.
Ask Saya and Vamon about the camps, and what they're doing to...
You lied. You lied to us. You told us they would not be harmed. You told us they'd be safe. There were children!
Get off me, you idiot!
Go! Go, Kian! Make them pay for this!
Stop that! Get off me! I'll have you beheaded for this.
Shadow, damn you, man! Leave this place, now!
Yes?
Mother, it's the General. He asks to speak with you.
Send him in, child. Hami, is anything the matter?
It's Kian. He's alive.
Oh, Goddess. Goddess be praised. How do you know this?
He broke into the engine room down on City Green.
Light. What was he doing there?
speaking with one of the engineers, Fadaus, a young man from the southern provinces. Kian said... Oh, well, it's of no consequence. He's a traitor. He's joined the resistance.
But
It is as I suspected. We have been lied to by Vamon and the emissary.
for what reason?
That I don't know. Yet. And until we do, we cannot confront the Mother.
I agree. We don't know how firm their grip is on the tower. If they know that we know... What about Kian? Was he... How did he look to you?
He looked strong. Different, but strong.
He must have his reasons for doing what he's doing, Hami. Kian would never betray Azadir, or his faith.
Perhaps, but that's what he's doing. I gave him the honorable choice to turn himself in and face righteous judgment. But he fled, like a coward, when the engineer attacked me.
Attacked?
I don't blame the man. Kian poisoned his mind with baseless lies. My men detained him, and I placed him somewhere safe, somewhere he can't tell anyone what he saw and heard. Out of Vamon's reach. We need to keep this between us, or we run the risk of alerting the commander and emissary Saya. Much as I'd like to hunt down Kian myself and put him to the sword, we must be patient.
Let's trust the goddess, Hami.